School on Ridge, 1936. Oil on canvas. This painting was displayed at the 10th Taiwan Exhibition without having to go through the review process. Surely this only occurred when a painter was held in high regard in his or her field. The scene was that of a hill which led to a ridge and the site of Danshui High School. Huwei was the old name for Danshui because of its location. The lava of Datun Mountain formed the 5 hills of Danshui. Therefore, the view of this picture was constituted with the uneven slope along the low-lying paddy fields and gardens. Green and light yellow are the major colors in this painting, while the bright red buildings along the ridge provided an eye-popping contrast in color. The brightest area of the whole picture was down on the road, which crossed the slope. A few people dotted the road, and it was obviously the theme and the most important natural aspect of this picture in Mr. Chen's mind. Next to the road was a residential district with a main entrance centered above the steps. The view of numerous egrets seeking food in the foreground, in contrast to a few more doing the same in a field across the road, brings a sense of distance. The hillside is mostly yellowish-brown farmland, and the soil is reddish-brown, perhaps due to the lack of water. The color of the soil works in strong contrast to that of the greener and more lush patches in the lower areas. The yellow trees are seldom seen in other painters' works, but in this picture, it adds a brighter dynamic. Like other works in the Danshui series, Chen elevated the horizontal line to the top of the composition. Then, he took a bird's-eye view of the scene, presenting the rhythmic effect of a winding path. Among Chen Po's numerous landscapes, his Danshui scenes number the second most behind that of his hometown of Jiayi City. In total, there are 11 pieces centered on Danshui. The paintings of Danshui always sold for large sums abroad. Danshui was one of the places in Taiwan that had been more developed in early times. Danshui, with its beautiful terrain and location at the mouth of Danshui River and below Temple Hill, was one of the most favored places for painting, in part because of the many Western-style structures which remained after the rules of Spain, Holland, and England.